calling all strippers.
Why would you do that?
I don't know why does this sound like an announcement for strippers? Strippers to the dance floor. Actually, no, this sounds like you're at the grocery store. Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. Or when you at the airport.
Mm-hmm. If your name is blah, 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 blah.
Tim Chung 3. David Williams. Keisha St. Patrick. Traylon Perry. Christian Bentley. Please report to the front desk.
Hate that. That's accurate though.
It's them picking up the. Welcome to Walmart. The store will be closing now.
Attention shoppers. You gotta say attention shoppers.
Attention shoppers. The store will be closing now. Welcome to the Dream Lab podcast.
It's your Captain Dre Perry. I'm here with Chrissy B, and yeah, it's another let's try that again.
Oh man,
I wasn't ready. I just shot my shit. Like
I don't. That was fun.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
But yeah, let's do it.
Boom.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Dream. Welcome to the Dream Lab podcast. It's your Captain Dre Perry. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood here in the Dream Lab podcast streets. I am here with the co-pilot, Chrissy B. She's in the building, in the place to be.
Yeah.
Chrissy B, and the B stands for. I know what you want to say. Anyway, shout out to Coach Kev. He is not here again this week, but his grandmother, if you don't know, his grandmother recently passed. So shout out to Coach Kev.
We love you, Kev.
We're praying for you. Let's make sure that we send up prayers for Kev and his family. But we actually got a chance to see him yesterday. We did a
collab.
We did a collab episode with Our Opinion. If you remember last year, we did it with them. We actually put it on the channel, but it's strictly on their channel for this episode. So if you go to the Our Opinion podcast YouTube channel, you can see that collab episode. It was actually really funny. We had a great time.
Prepare to laugh.
Yeah, no, prepare to laugh. All 6 of us in this room. It was crazy, but we had a great time. So shout out to Our Opinion. Shout out to Kev again and your family. Shout out to
our 1,000,000 subscribers.
Shout out to our 1,000,000 subscribers. Come on, hold on. Where's the?
Yeah.
Come on, shout out to the 1,000,000 subscribers. We appreciate all of you who have subscribed to the Dream Lab podcast.
It's that one. Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to all of you who have subscribed to the Dream Lab podcast. We truly appreciate you. We thank you for commenting. We thank you for liking, watching, like you spending your time with us. We truly appreciate that. I'm kind of low key excited for another live show.
Me too. We were literally talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, we were talking about live shows yesterday.
And that made me think about it like, I want to do another one. That's one thing I'm like, we can do again.
Yeah, no, the live show, it wasn't a lot of stress. Like, it was just like we put the show together, and then, those of you who like really, mess with us, y'all came out and we had a great time. Like, it was a lot of laughs.
It was emphasis on the no stress. I think that was the least stressful event I've ever, out of all the concerts I've done and parties and all that stuff, that was the least stressful event. I feel like
it wasn't a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
And I think those, like, because doing the group events, it's a lot of moving parts with vocals, with band, with if you're doing video and sound, and then the actual venue, and
you have to depend on a lot of people.
A lot of people, the people that are going to be there. Like, I've had events, I think the first 90s concert, somebody was supposed to kind of do like a devotion type situation. A little jazzy step 1, 2. I'm in love. Niggas would be like, what's happening? Culture, man, culture.
Yeah.
But no, he was supposed to do like a devotion type thing because it was back to the 90s.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then literally like an hour before, like, I can't make it. So like stuff like that, like if you do events or you plan on, especially anything live, like, or just plan on doing anything, expect that things are probably gonna like try to like not try, but there's some things that are just gonna like not work out. sometimes, or you're gonna run into little hiccups and issues and stuff like that. But you gotta like just look beyond that. Look at the actual goal, your why that we talk about sometimes. And I know for those like concerts, it was a lot of moving parts, but I think I got used to that. So when we had this event and it wasn't a lot, wow. I was just like, oh, okay. I think the hardest thing was probably just promotion, because people buy tickets at the last minute. So like, I'm the type of person, I'm like, tickets going to sell a month and a half before the event.
Yeah.
Just to give people time, because I know everybody, but I think that's the thing, like giving people too much time, they be like, oh yeah, I'll wait. And then it's just like, I'm sitting here like, bro, like,
we got stuff to pay for.
No, literally. And that's the thing, like I tell myself now, like, well, I usually tell myself, and it doesn't always work out that way. Most of the budget usually is covered before the event.
For sure.
But my goal is to make sure it's all covered before the event, because then you don't have to rely on ticket sales. Like that's just going to go back in your pocket or go back into the business. But you're not in the red. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you kind of are, but you're not like dependent on the money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different type of red where you owe people. Like you could owe yourself.
I've seen that a couple times.
Man,
you dependent on the offering to pay the people that you owe.
The second concert we did, Blood of a Champion, when we released that project, you weren't in the group yet.
Nope. I joined right after.
Right after that, and the group almost wasn't a thing after that concert, because literally it was like maybe like 35 people at most that showed up, and the concert before was like 300.
Really?
You see what I'm saying? So like, I remember when I walked out there, because it was supposed to be like this organ opener or whatever, and I was gonna walk out. I walked out and I looked. And I knew based on the parking lot it was a little light, but I'm like, hey, maybe people running late. I looked, I said,
nobody's here.
Oh, it was the most humbling experience of my life. Like I was literally looking out, and you still have to go on.
For sure.
You still have to give 150%. We didn't spend weeks, months. You know me. Months in preparation. You know what I'm saying? Like preparing for this, I spent months like thinking about this, and then we're here. And when I got out there, because I think I had one guy that opened up, he must have been singing to 2 people, because it was like 6 when I walked out.
That's crazy.
And it was a bit much, but it taught me, number one, you still got to push through. What to do, what not to do. Like you got to learn your lessons and that stuff. Sure. Like that's why this stuff happens. And we literally did Bloody Friday 6 months. No.
Saved by Your Grace?
No, it was Bloody Friday. I think it was like 8 or 9 months later.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first concert. Bloody Friday? That's crazy.
No, wait. You did both of them?
Saved by Your Grace and Bloody Friday?
Right. Oh yeah, you did with the black, white, and red shirts. With the
I did that, and then Saved by Your Grace. That was
Bloody Friday too, technically.
Oh.
That was the second one. So yeah, you did both. So yeah, but the thing is, you have to get over that hump. You have to get over that like hurdle of experiencing people not showing up. Like it really kind of it tests you. Like, okay, are you serious about are you serious about this? Like, are you really going to push through? Like,
what's your why?
Your why is it strong enough for you to decide, okay, I'm going to just come back. Every time we upload one of these episodes, and I'm looking at a few weeks before, and the episode said 35 views, and I'm like, we spent 35 minutes, an hour and a half recording the episode. I didn't edit it for only you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you still have to push past that, because eventually you're going to get there. Yeah,
and then also a lot of times people are supporting or viewing from the background. I had somebody approach me like, I've been watching your makeup videos. I'm going to book with you. Never liked nothing. Yeah, never showed any type of support, but it was like, oh yeah, I'm going to,
Absolutely. Like, and you know what? I had to tell myself, I had to kind of get myself together, because you do look at the views versus the likes or the comments, and you're like, wait, what's happening right here? Yeah. What I realized is I had to look at myself. When I'm scrolling on social media, I don't interact with everything that I actually watch.
Nope.
most of the time I watch it and I keep going, and it may be really funny. Maybe it just wasn't funny or inspiring enough or whatever enough for me to comment, like, or whatever, or share it. But it was something that I took in and I appreciated.
Yeah.
That you have to take into an account for those people as well. And so I think that would kind of take some of the pressure off when we are creating this content and then we're going to post it. Yeah. And it's just like people are watching it, but it's a lot of content out there.
It's a lot.
And it goes, they're not gonna like everything.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And everything you post ain't A1. You know what I'm saying? So I think we also have to not be so like personal with the pieces of content and just post.
Yeah, because everybody's not gonna be your audience either.
Exactly. So you got to go through that, and it's the same thing with the events and all of that stuff. So back to our point of doing a live show. Yeah. So live show, it's something that I definitely want to do again 2026. Yeah. Thinking maybe for our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
That's kind of like around the corner, so we really kind of need to make a decision. Like,
it's decided we're doing it.
Yeah. We need to like have a meeting very soon, so y'all hearing it here first. I mean, where else would you hear it first? Anyway, you're hearing it now. We are definitely going to do a live show next year, so expect it and get ready. We're going to have a great time. Just like we did last time, it's going to be even better this time. So,
booyah.
Check in. How are you?
You know, I am
all right.
Struggling.
Struggling is crazy.
Okay, I don't want to use struggling, but you know, it's not. I'm not going to just give I'm doing good. There's been some. Yeah.
Okay. Care to share?
Yeah. Okay, so as y'all know, I'm back in therapy. I feel like I've said this 30 times, but I am. 'Tis the season for seasonal depression.
Man.
You know, and I'm trying to be proactive with certain things. So like we just said, learning from previous experiences or whatnot and growing from. Well, yeah, I knew that the time was coming, and I also just, you know how you can just kind of feel a shift in your
absolutely
in your mental or just overall in your mood and stuff. So I felt that shift, and I'm kind of struggling, but it's okay because I know and I acknowledge, and I'm also just I'm not trying to stay there. How about that?
Right.
I'm not trying to stay there. So I had a real transparent moment with my therapist. I let her know what I was going through, and he was like, yeah, girl, it sounds like we're kind of struggling with the depression. And so kind of confirmed what I already knew, and I'm okay. But it's just some work to do.
You able to function through it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
So like functional
depression.
Yeah.
And it's okay because I have the tools to get out of it.
Right.
And I have the people and the support to get out of it. But I know the work that needs to be done. So for me, the work that needs to be done on my end is forgiving myself if I want to get all into it.
Yeah.
Forgiving me. Because I've had a unforgiveness and bitterness towards myself for what I've experienced and what I've allowed myself to go through. And you know, I know the response would be, it's all right. You can't change the past. Hakuna Matata.
Let me add that to my list of inspirational things to say to somebody.
Hakuna Matata, you know? But like, let's be for real, you know, you're still going to have those moments. My struggle is I have those moments that when I have a hiccup or a bump in the road, I always kind of circle it back to, I wouldn't be going through this if I didn't do this. And if I didn't do this, if I didn't make this move, I wouldn't be experiencing this now.
Yeah.
So, that's how I am. I am,
trying to get through that. I definitely understand that. As far as the internal talk, I think that's why I was telling you the other day when I think we were texting. About just the conversation that you have with yourself and what you're saying. Like that's so important. I
see why people have sticky notes all around their house, and I'm about to put sticky notes all around my house.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I call them focal points.
Yeah.
To where it keeps your mind focused. Like that's what the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain.
Yeah.
Put it on tablets so those who see can run. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
And you're a part of that group as well. Yeah. So you can see it and you can always be moving in that direction. It kind of just keeps you it's a mental practice. It's like working out, and that muscle only builds if you do it every day.
For sure.
So some days it's going to be kind of lower, you know, and you're going to have some days where you kind of like more down than others. But overall, like it's the mental work that you have to do that I think a lot of people choose not to do. I think a lot of people just I think a lot of people want an apology from somebody that they probably never going to get.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people want a hug from somebody, or to hear something from somebody. They need some closure. It's something that they're missing, that a lot of times what keeps us in those low moments. It keeps us in the low spaces. Like you still kind of like thinking this way, and it's because you haven't forgiven someone, or you haven't like just decided to pick up your mat and walk. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times we're just using the other person as an excuse. But here's the thing, like the outside doesn't make up you. Yeah. That's within. And so you're going to have to go within, and you're going to have those conversations and really address the stuff. And I'm not just talking to you. I'm just talking about us in general. We got to address it so we get through it, because we say depression, and it's very real. It's very real. Yeah. But at the same time, like, it doesn't have to be your story. It doesn't have to be. And I know you were talking about earlier, like how some people, like, they make what they've gone through their story, like that's their identity. Yeah. And that becomes like, that keeps you in this low place, and you're never able to graduate to where, I'm aware that this happened, but it's like I'm always rehearsing it. Yeah.
And I don't want that. I don't want my past to be my identity. Yeah. I don't want that to be the only thing that people know about me or see about me is my past, because I feel like that's just a burden, and that's a heavy weight that I do not and choose not to carry. Yeah. So even in this struggle, even in this season that I'm going through, it's like, I don't want to stay there. And that's why I was talking to my therapist about, and it's super important to have a good therapist. Yeah. Too. I think I've been saying that for quite some time. I need someone that gives me the work, like that tries to get to the root of something. So in me working with my current therapist, I realized that it's more behind everything, So we're really getting to the root and doing the work. Yeah. And also, when you first start therapy, that could also kind of trigger
some stuff that you suppress.
Yeah. Yeah. And that could be, part of the reason that I am there.
A lot of times that's what it is. A lot of times that's what it is. Like it's you don't even realize that just stuff that you're just kind of like putting off to the side is really kind of like enclosing you in. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Have you ever dealt with depression before?
Yes. Okay. Since I've dealt with it from a teenager.
Got you.
Yeah. I maybe preteen and teenager.
Got you.
Yeah. And it started with the whole situation with my biological father. Mm-hmm. That's where that cycle started. Or whatnot.
Got you.
So him not being in my life, him being in his other kid's life. Yeah. Then it goes into what's wrong with me? And then being in school, or, going through the everyday, kid life, you get in trouble about something or whatnot. And I'm like, I can't never do anything right. Oh,
but right there, that's the internal talk. I can never do anything right. And the thing is that is, what's the movie with the little balls and they inside the girl's mind, Inside Out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's a good movie.
It's a hell of a movie, because that's literally us. And so that's our subconscious. And so those things that are there become like our routine, becomes our habits. And so if we constantly saying that stuff, it's in the back of our minds. And then so we start aligning with it. And so that's what keeps us in those dark spaces. But it's just like we have to do the work to get on out of there. And a lot of people, they use depression. They'll say depression is like a cop out, or that they'll say people using it as an excuse. When I think in reality, so many people have dealt with depression, but they didn't have a name for it, or they didn't have the space to even embrace that maybe this is what I'm going through. Yeah, and they have learned to cope with it, and now they've just been walking with a limp their whole lives. You know what I'm saying? And so now because you dealt with it, and because you were able to overcome it, but you really haven't. You still dealing with it. It's still affecting your whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you didn't heal properly.
Exactly. But then you want to point the finger at somebody else who's actually calling it what it is and is doing something about it.
Yeah.
And to where it exposes them and it makes them look weak, but in reality, like this is the release that they needed for them to be able to build themselves back up to get out of this.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to break all the way down to rebuild yourself back up again the right way. And that's what I've been so like, I want to be whole. I want to be healed. I've got that peace aspect. I feel very peaceful. I feel very like I'm getting that stability. But now we have to build that foundation back up again.
Absolutely.
I think because before I just have been, I'm just trying to feel like me again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like live. Like I didn't even say I'm trying to do the most. I'm just trying to be like, I'm just trying to be good. That's all.
Free.
It's like the black people in the 50s. Like, yeah, we ain't trying to get superior rights. We just want equal rights.
Thank you.
We just want to be. I just want to be to the point where things is just good. I ain't even trying to be grandiose. I'm just trying to be good.
Yeah.
And literally. So the thing is, because I saw this on social media. It was a post. It was talking about most people nowadays don't even use their PTO for vacation. It's to take a mental health day. It's for you. It's because you didn't feel good, and so you had to use PTO. And so I think we were talking earlier. We're attacking a new system in an old way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like PTO, like that's not enough anymore. Like you giving me 40 hours. My job gives us 40 hours for 6 months. And that's, I know some jobs are less than that, some are much more, depending on where you work. But we get 40 hours.
For 6 months?
And then the next 6 months, you get another 40 hours.
So you can't accrue PTO?
No, it's just given to you at the top of the year and then in July.
So essentially 80 hours a year.
Basically.
Now that's BS.
So that's 5 days within 6 months. That's not even a day a month.
No.
And the thing is, like, with everything that's going on in the world, and like I believe even like we talked about before with social media and all of this stuff, like people are overwhelmed.
Yes.
They are extremely overwhelmed. And so that's why the mental health crisis is like the way that it is. For because people are overwhelmed and they think it's normal.
Yeah.
They literally think it's normal. Like my parents dealt with this and or I've been dealing with this for so long that this is all I know.
Yeah.
So they don't even think that I need to go get help. They just think like, okay, I just need to make it another day. But it's just like, that's why people are dying at 50.
Yeah, that's not life. Like that's not living.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that. And because you asked me, have I dealt with it before? I can know the signs. I think it's important to know the signs that you're struggling mentally. Triggers. Yes. And so for me, I could tell this past weekend was like the light the bulb moment.
It was the what?
A light the bulb moment that, hang on. So for me, I know that my trigger or how I can tell I'm getting to that place is I start to isolate myself.
Absolutely.
And my mom knows it too. Like my girl knows me. I would say my parents know me, but that mom and daughter relationship.
Oh yeah, it's nothing like it.
Yeah, and so my mom knows me and she can tell when I'm isolating myself as well. But I could tell I was isolating myself. I didn't have energy to do nothing. Like I wasn't sleepy necessarily, but it was just like my body wouldn't let me do it. I clean up? No. Cook? No. I mean, I showered. I ain't that depressed, baby.
Hey,
I'm a shower.
Listen, because if you got a friend that's musty, you should instantly be like, are they battling with depression? Because why else would you walk around smelling like that?
You gotta be depressed.
You gotta be depressed.
So let's go. Hey, but I showered, but I knew the signs, and so I made sure that I brought it up to my therapist, and it was confirmed. So I'm gonna put in the work. I'm putting in the work. So the affirmations, having those sticky notes up, and it's a couple like assignments that she gave me, which I love that. Like she's giving me something to work on, actionable items. A lot of people don't get that. Like you can vent all day, but okay. Well, once I'm done venting,
what are we doing about this? Yeah, it's actual work, and I think people want this just quick, just thing that's going to transform everything, like this pill where I can take where things are going to be better.
Yeah.
And it's not like all it's doing is numbing the pain. But after a while, like it doesn't numb it anymore because you've become accustomed to it. So now what else works? And so people go to other things that numb the pain. But you have to put the work in, and it's going to take some mental gymnastics. It's gonna feel like work.
And it is work.
It absolutely is. But I mean, like, you're going to be so glad that you did it. Like, don't wait, like, especially if you feel it, because I saw this post because it reminded me, I think you just recently took a day off last week. And this post said, them 8 hours at work go quick when you call off, don't it?
Man, because what do you mean it's 3 o'clock?
I'm like...
what? But then when I look at the clock at work, it's 9 o'clock. I feel like it's been an hour. I look, it's 9:03.
Pissed. You be at home and you just be like, bro, like if I was at work, I would be getting off. What did I do?
Nothing.
And you don't feel rested because you're really looking at the clock. Like, yeah. I think that there are a lot of things that need to be revisited, because a lot of times we kind of make it seem like because people went through it and they survived it, that it was okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because people worked 40 hours a week and only had a 15-minute break, an hour lunch, then another 15-minute break, and then had the weekends off. We think like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But in reality, like I truly don't believe we were created to live like that.
No, and just because you survived it, it's a difference between survival and living.
Yeah, I want to thrive.
I want to live. I want to thrive. All those things, like that whole, I'm getting to the point that Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, I only have the weekends off. I barely have vacations. And if I run out of PTO, there's no different, you don't.
Take your time.
Yeah, differentiator. Is that a word?
I guess I'm just trying to hear what you're trying to say.
Differentiating. Hello? The difference between sick days and PTO.
There is no difference between...
Yeah, like if I get sick, I'm using my vacation days.
Got you.
That's not a vacation.
Exactly. I'm sick. Exactly.
You make me come in office.
Yeah.
And I get sick because people don't... I watched this lady today.
Mighty God.
Open mouth, just cough. No, not even this. I know you're supposed to do this, but you didn't even try that.
You will meet some of the nastiest people in like a call center office.
She's walking... I almost smacked that woman.
Because we all don't like live the same. So you'll figure out how really nasty people are. You
Cover
be like,
your mouth. That was disgusting. I said, I'm not walking through that. I'll turn the other way. I'm not doing that.
No, I think it's because Elise and I like I really think in some years I want to move like out of the country.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's not like, oh, you just chasing a wave. No, like, nigga, like the healthcare, people not paying for healthcare and they have great healthcare. The food is not poisonous. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cleaner air over there. Like the people are more respectful and more loving in different places. Like I'm looking at like Japan and stuff like that. Like bro, compared to America, and people are over here like literally like, I remember when I worked at Kmart. Couple years.
It wasn't a couple years ago. Can't be. Couldn't be.
Honestly, it might have been like 10 or 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember I walked in and there was an older woman walking out, and she looked like that day just whooped her ass. And I was like, that will never be me. That couldn't be. I could never do this.
Yeah.
I don't ever want that to be me where I'm 60 plus and I'm working at anywhere.
Yeah. Miserable.
Punching in anywhere. Somebody telling me when I can take a lunch, when I need to be doing this. And, excuse me?
Only a 17-minute break. First of all, that's an odd number. That's stupid.
You get a 17-minute break?
Well, not lunch, but break, yes. I can only be on break for 17 minutes.
That's interesting.
It is. Yeah. But yeah, that I will say, especially being a single lady, I have definitely been more open to wanting to explore, like, what if I just pick up everything and move? But I want to do it. I want to be smart about it.
Yeah. But here's the thing I'm learning. Be smart about it, but don't let your mind get in the way. Because sometimes we'll overthink, and it'll stop us from making any progress. Like anything can work if you believe that it will work.
Yeah.
So if it's something that you like, you know what, I want to do this, just do it. Versus, well, I need this to line up. Now I understand, like, yeah, you want to make sure you got some money to move.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, that's in the space I'm at. Like, don't let your mind stop you from having a good time.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I don't have that type of faith. Like, I'm moving with nothing. I got $5 in my bank account, and God told me to move. You know.
Yeah, those people with those stories, I'd be like, who? Mighty God. Like, Lord, I'm definitely going to have a couple thousand.
My God, the God that I serve told you to move for $5 to another state. Now, how did you get to that state if you only had $5? You know, sometimes
I guess. Hey, those of you who have those type of stories, like, that's some great faith.
I need receipts.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, God, I need a little bit more. I just need a little bit more.
Cause, you know, so, my therapist did say she wants me to prioritize self-care, and I'm trying to figure out what self-care looks like for me. And I thought self-care was just me laying on my couch. Yeah. But self-care turned into self-isolation, and some isolation is good. Yeah, I will say that sometimes you need to recharge. Absolutely. But I got to the point I said, now what am I recharging from exactly? Not saying I haven't been doing nothing. Space. Yeah, like I haven't been doing enough to need that much recharging, if that makes sense.
Got you.
Like,
or do you? Like, don't, because here's the thing. I've known you for about 8 years now.
Really?
Something like that.
This feels like 20.
I feel like it's been like 8 years or something like that. And I don't remember a time other than maybe after or during the divorce and all of that. Yeah. But we're to a point where I haven't heard from you, I haven't seen you or anything like that. Yeah. So I think that, and this is just me kind of playing devil's advocate, if you will, maybe not beat yourself up too bad, because maybe just sitting there and doing nothing other than handling your responsibility, because it's not like you're not going to work and doing what you need to do. Yeah. And we still see you, we still hear from you and all of that stuff, but not doing anything outside of that for a while, because life can be overstimulating. Niggas are overstimulating.
People like having to deal with y'all every day.
No, and absolutely, I get that. Like, it can be a lot. So sometimes you do need to, like, and I think if we had the opportunity to really take breaks when needed, we wouldn't be in a position where we would need to go as long being isolated. So I get it, because it does get to the point where it can be unhealthy. For sure. I get that. I'm not even trying to discredit that. Yeah. But at the same time, like, it ain't even nothing that I'm trying to rest from. It's just like, you know what? Today, I don't have to do anything.
Yes. And that's rare.
And that's something that I struggle with too. Like, even on the days, like Saturdays are usually my day to just do nothing. And I find myself like, I can't sit still. Bro, like, no, like, relax. Sit your ass down and relax, bro. So, like, you can just get the download that you need, or just allow your mind to rest, because you think you got to be doing something, but your mind has to calm down. Yeah. And if you taking the day off from work and other responsibilities, but you always scrolling, your mind hasn't calmed down.
Yeah. But then what do you do?
Nothing. And sometimes some of us, like, cause I actually want to try this challenge. I saw this guy on TikTok, and he like forced himself to sit and do nothing for an hour.
Like, literally nothing.
Nothing. I just sit there, not talk, not read, not doing, just sit there. And for an hour, and he was talking about like how it felt, and it was challenging, but he said he was going to do it for like 30 days or something like that. And I really want to try that, just because our minds are always going, and it's calming. It allows us to recharge. Like, it truly, like, sleep is for our bodies and our mind, but I think that sometimes our minds are still going because we haven't allowed it to get to the point where it can calm down. Yeah. So that's something I definitely want to try.
That's a good idea. And I also been
because that's self-care. That's self-care.
Yeah, the meditation, the affirmations, and maybe doing nothing.
Absolutely.
Like, do you just sit there? That's what, or do you like listen to music, or just nothing, silence?
I mean, you could listen to music, or like low stimulating things. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing that's going to keep your mind going. Nothing like if it's just background music, or if it is just silence or ambiance or something like that. But I like that's important. That because it's a lot going within our ears, our eyes, all of that stuff. Like it's always some type of stimulation. And that's it's not good for us, because then we always need this dopamine rush. We always need it to be something like, oh, it's too quiet, I need to hear something. What do you mean it's too quiet?
That's me.
What do you mean it's too quiet? Like, no, it's okay for it to be quiet, but people run away from themselves.
That's me, because say, for example, if it's like a family dinner or whatnot, like we're all sitting around the table and we're all just eating and nobody's saying anything, I'm like, so
yeah, exactly, because it's just like, why is it so quiet in here? But it's just like
them lions.
it's okay to not say anything. It's okay to just be.
Yeah.
And so those things just keep us like overstimulated. And so I think because I know you say you have an issue with that, but people like sometimes are just overstimulating you.
Never mind. You see when I get overstimulated.
Exactly. But the thing is, I think that is a result of so much stimulation.
Yeah.
That because I remember like being in band and it'd be loud as hell in a band room, and you just got used to it. But at the same time, like even though I'm a musician, there's sometimes I ride in a car in silence. There's nothing.
A lot. Yeah.
Like nothing playing. I'm just driving because it's so overstimulating. Life can be overstimulating. So we need those breaks. That's why it's important that we take breaks, even from like the sugary and processed stuff that we take in our bodies. Always scrolling, always around certain people, certain energies, like fast from food. Like you have to give your body a break. I'm learning that there's some scientists that believe that we eat too much. Like 3 meals a day is too much.
Wow.
And so our digestive system it's on a like overload, because we're trying to like eat 3 meals a day. And so I'm realizing that we don't have to eat as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in this time where this overconsumption is crazy.
Yeah. But then some people say that you're supposed to eat 5 small meals.
So
what's the truth? That's the point I get with certain stuff. Like, what's the truth?
I think if it's 5 small meals, then it's like, what does that consist of? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that we're eating. Like, even if you do eat 3 meals a day, like okay, but what do those meals consist of?
Yeah.
Is it a bunch of carbs? Is it a bunch of sugar? You know what I'm saying? Like, is any protein in it at all? Is it highly processed? Is it a bunch of ingredients that you don't even know the fucking name to?
Is it Checkers? Big Bufords. Yeah.
Have you had Checkers since that episode?
No, because there's not a lot of Checkers around.
Oh, yeah.
So I literally have to like...
I can't think of one.
There's one on like Utica or something.
There is. Utica and Grossbeck.
It is Grossbeck? Okay.
Or is that Shaner?
I think it's Grossbeck.
Grossbeck. By the gas station. Yeah, and the Popeyes is over there.
Right next door.
So we would go to that sometimes, yeah. But anyway, that's sidetrack.
I think the previous place y'all were at.
Yeah.
I commonly went to Checkers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
and then the place before that, it was actually a Checkers around the corner. So
really,
that's when we used to go the most.
It used to be one. Yeah, no. But I had to go out of my way to go to the Checkers, so I try to talk myself into not doing it.
Got you. I understand.
Please hold. I think I have a book.
So yeah, basically talking about. Even before we move on to that, I just saw this other thing on Facebook. Obviously, not obviously, but this reported there's a monkey on the loose. This monkey is infected with herpes and COVID. He's on the loose in Mississippi after a transport truck overturns. Okay, Elise and I had this conversation last night.
It didn't overturn. Sorry, go ahead.
Why is it that the fact that this monkey has herpes is that being highlighted? Who's trying to sleep with this monkey? Like
how did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's just like, is it that can the monkey bite somebody and somebody get herpes, or would the only way somebody can get herpes from this monkey is that they have sex with him? Because if that's the case, why is that in the title? Why do we need to know this monkey got herpes?
But herpes, is it only spread by sex? I thought it was spread by bodily fluids.
Oh, so who gonna make out with this monkey? You know what I'm saying? Like, well I guess if he bites you,
the saliva.
I don't know. I just thought that title was weird, but obviously,
I don't know. It's pretty scary to me. Herpes and COVID.
Yeah, that monkey don't have long to live. So
yeah, but like,
that,
how
or
did
if
that monkey?
he moving slow, like he wheezing, like.
Oh.
That's so stupid. Literally, like that monkey's an asthmatic. He has an inhaler. I just thought that title was really weird to me.
But also, how did this monkey get herpes and COVID? That is a lab monkey.
This monkey has to be.
It has to
like
be.
They're running some tests on it because those are human contracted diseases. So I'm trying to understand why this monkey got them.
And out of everything,
unless somebody is, never mind. That's gross. Moving on.
And move on. Herpes and COVID. What are y'all doing?
It may be an update by the time this episode drops, but maybe not.
Things like that also is just so off the wall. How did the truck overturn with a monkey with herpes and COVID? Out of all the trucks that could overturn, the truck with the monkey,
not
herpes
the one
and COVID,
not the one with the money though. That didn't overturn. But somebody made a good point. Like, I mean, it's conspiracy theorists out there, but they like, it's a lot of farmers and all that stuff down there. So like this monkey now is going to,
contaminate,
exactly exposed to these crops and different things, or these different animals that are down there.
And so it forces us to eat what
spreads.
y'all got.
Wow.
Processed foods.
And that's the thing. Like, that's another reason why I'm like, America, like, I think I'm about to just go, bro. Like, and the small mindedness keeps people here and feel like they can't expand and go beyond their neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about that mentality a little bit yesterday with Our Opinion.
Yeah.
On that episode. And I really think that that's what's causing people to just stay in the struggle. But I'm like, no, like, the cost of living there is much cheaper. Like the food is better. What are we talking about? Like we could leave.
Yeah.
We absolutely could just pack up and leave.
Yeah. A girl that I graduated high school with, she moved to Spain.
Really?
And she, I guess it originally was the, like the studying abroad type thing, but then like fell in love with it. And she has stayed in Spain. She's a teacher. And I think she teaches English.
I had a friend that I went to high school with, and we got a chance to reconnect before during college. But she ended up moving to China and taught English in China.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm staying there. And she explained why, like better healthcare. She had shared something, I think it was like a family member of hers had passed due to not being able to afford their hospital bills in America. And she's like, it's so much different in Spain. Like if this family member was in Spain, they would have got the treatment that they needed. But because they didn't have the proper insurance or something like that,
and that's the thing. It's a whole scam. Like, because I'm thinking like, even with the whole government shutdown, people still like, we still paying taxes, but people can't get benefits. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is happening where people not getting paid, but they still got to show up to work. Like, it's just really weird how this government is structured and how things are structured here, to the point where it's just like no need to like fight it. Like, just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's gonna be some issues no matter where you go, but it's just like pick your battles wisely. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah. And because it's so much that we're familiar with here, that's what caused a lot of people to stay put. It's just what they're familiar with.
And the stuff that you see in these TV shows, low key, I think that really be going on in the government.
Of course, like
I think it's a real depiction.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like things that they've done that they've hidden, or different things. Like, absolutely,
this is very specific.
Absolutely,
and multiple shows are showing it.
Listen,
y'all trying to tell us something?
Listen, we know it's some stuff, and the thing is, we'll never truly know
unless you in it. But then
exactly, but then it's just like how much of that is, it's just like, and you paranoid. Who wants to be in a country where you paranoid?
Exactly. And I don't want to get into all the conspiracies because there's
so many.
There's so many conspiracy theories, and I don't see how people live in in a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
That is overwhelming. Like,
it's too much.
Just be like, you know what? Whatever.
Mentally, and that's what I'm saying. That's why, that's another thing that has people on edge. That's what has people like just going through so much, like emotionally. Like, you still need a hug from your dad and you like scared of the government.
Yeah. You think aliens are here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that's going on. So yeah, I think that we have to make the decision that we need to make to do what's best for our lives. Get our rest, like, for real, like, isolate. So have you ever like taken a break from your phone?
I have, but not enough. I will say that I need maybe more of a break.
And what did that break look like?
Being on Do Not Disturb, not responding. My problem is TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. Were you still on it though?
Yes, that's why I say I need to take
and
more
so that,
of a break.
Because the thing is, my issue, it don't be like people calling, because people don't really call me a lot. I don't get a lot of calls, a lot of text messages. Not for real, like not all overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's distracting. Yeah. And I can easily ignore it. Like, that's not a problem at all. It's always the scrolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I honestly don't scroll as much as like a lot of people.
Me neither.
But at the same time, I realize that it's like a filler.
Yeah. When I do have free time.
Yeah.
Or like, I'll be like, oh, I'm winding down. And my winding down is sitting on my couch scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah. And when you could really take that 20-30 minutes and take a walk.
Correct.
Or sit there in silence, meditate, or listen to some music, or just appreciate your favorite cup of lemonade. You know, something like, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of the overstimulating things, like let's try some things that are less stimulating, things that are more peaceful, things that kind of make us more tranquil. You see what I'm saying? Like, that would help us throughout the day, so we're not so on edge.
Yeah, more beneficial for sure. I definitely want to try it, because even Kevin talking about the meditations or whatnot, ever since he's brought it up and been talking about it, I said I wanted to try it, and I haven't. Yeah,
I honestly want to get it to the point where it's in my routine, like every day, because there's so many benefits, and so many people that do it like talk about like how like it has made their life better. You know what I'm saying? Like, even from just being conscious of your thoughts, that alone will make your life better, because you'll take control of it and be like, nope, this doesn't have to cause me to feel a way. Like, it's just a thought, it can pass. I observe the thought, I let it go. Because if a lot of times we hold on to it, but again, if you're not allowing your mind to just then you'll stay in that heightened space where you're upset or frustrated or on edge or scared or, you know, like anxious or paranoid. It's too much of that going on.
Yeah, way too much. And I'm also trying to figure out the difference between not unhealthy emotions, but like when you get too, I don't know, it's hard to put into words, but like the healthy emotions. Like, I cried yesterday, which, if you watch, you know, I struggle with crying for some reason to produce the tears. Well, the tears were produced and they fell, you know? So I was like, okay, that's good. But am I too irritated all the time or something? So going into that, you're too overstimulated or something, like trying to figure that out. It's a lot.
Yeah. And it's also a process. Like, I mean, even if you are like irritated a lot, okay, let's get to the root of it. Why am I irritated?
Yeah. Because people are stupid.
But then it's just like, since you know that, since you know people are stupid. Yeah. And we're not talking about every person is stupid, but people in general, not all people, but most people are stupid. Yeah. So since you know that, you're ahead of it already. So when the shit happens, it's kind of like, I'm not surprised. Yeah. Now, of course, this made me feel away, but at the same time, it doesn't have to keep me in that state. Yeah. I'm able to kind of just observe it, let it pass. People are stupid. People aren't going to get me. I understand that I am not like everybody, or I understand that, you know, whatever the case is. Yeah. It's being ahead of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, for me, like when people misunderstand me or misunderstand something I'm saying or disagree, or I hear somebody make an asinine comment and I'm just like, those people are out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't take the time to even think about that, You will respond emotionally every time. Yeah. And what you're responding to emotionally, your emotions are the thing that like truly sets up your life. It's like, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So it's just like those emotionally charged thoughts, when your heart and your mind are on one accord, that's the stuff that you get more of, because it's kind of like, I'm always in this energetic space. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you have to literally mentally do that. And I'm just, again, not talking to you.
No, it's fine.
But we all have to truly do that work, so we're not in those spaces anymore, emotionally and mentally, and we can get into a place of, you know, just bliss, grace and gratefulness, and just, you know, joy and peace. That's where we're supposed to live.
Yes,
that shouldn't just be a once every now and then type of situation, or it's a bonus, or it's you know, it's a part of life. You're supposed to live there.
Yeah,
and things do come to kind of like, you know, throw you off, but you just can't stay there.
Yeah, no, for sure. So in a few episodes, y'all gonna see that we're putting in the work.
Absolutely.
It's starting now. Well, it's already started. So.
Yeah.
Booyah.
No, shout out to you for just, you know, really making sure that getting ahead of it, you know, with the seasons, you know, changing, and we're getting into the holidays. You know, a lot of us are experiencing, you know, that just, I'm not going to say everything is seasonal depression, but you're getting into the season where you're thinking about those loved ones that have passed, and just things are changing.
A lot of triggers.
Yeah, a lot of triggers. We're growing up. You know, things aren't the same. Food don't taste the same. Shit don't cost the same. People who were there in the beginning aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like your hair is turning different colors, are falling out. You know, whatever the case is. And so that does something to you emotionally and mentally. So I encourage anybody to just really kind of focus on, if you can get your mind focused on the things that you could be thankful for, and not so much on the things that make you feel away. Those things are going to happen.
Yeah.
Embrace it, lean into it, get your lessons from it, but really just embrace the things that you have to be thankful for. So, because the more that we find things to be thankful for, the more things that we're thankful for show up in our lives.
Yeah.
And it affects your mood when you decide that I'm going to be thankful. When you make that decision, I choose to be in this mental space. Like, I understand this thought came, I understand the situation happened, I understand somebody said this or this happened, but I am choosing. I am choosing this. And at first it's going to feel weird.
Yeah.
It's going to feel weird as hell. It's going to feel like I'm being fake, like I'm ignoring it. And the thing is, I'm not asking anybody to ignore what you feel, like acknowledge it, but you do not have to live there.
Right.
And you have to tell yourself that every day. And you do have to show up every day in the days that you don't feel like it. I understand. We have those moments, but you have to be able to pick yourself up. And you have to also make sure you surrounded by people who are sensitive to you, sensitive to how you're doing. Make sure that you are vocal.
Yeah.
And letting people know what's going on, because, you know, Chrissy reached out to Kevin and I this past week, and just kind of telling us some of the things that she was dealing with. But I mean, you need to be able to have that. You need to be able to express that.
And that's my first time doing that. Like, any other time that I've struggled with depression or whatnot, I've always kept it in to myself and bottled up. And so then it will be linked to a breakdown or something, because I find, you know, everything was piling on me and I'm trying to handle everything myself, that I finally just blew up.
Absolutely.
You know, so
that's most people.
Yeah. So again, this time is different for me, because I know the signs. I saw the signs. I want to put in the work because I don't want to stay there. And I'm actively doing things differently to get out of it, because some things are out of your control. You know, you can't control the past. You can't control how people are. You can't control, it's certain things that you just can't control. So what I can control, that's what I'm, you know, being intentional about. Have
you read the book, The 4 Agreements, yet?
No. There's a couple books I gotta read.
Read that one. Okay. Like now.
Oh, all right.
Like right now. Did you get Audible?
Yes, I did.
So you still have it?
No, I deleted it.
Nigga.
I did have it, but you know how you trying to get storage or whatnot?
Yeah.
I said,
So find the book.
Yes.
Invest in that book. That's a book that you can read once a year that will literally like align you.
Yeah.
And as we getting closer to the new year, even though you can reinvent yourself anytime.
Yeah.
Read that book because it really allows you to look at things from a broader perspective. Because sometimes when you in it, you can't see everything.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to step out and just the mental and being able to, take control of what you can take control of, and the things that are outside of you, you have to let it go. You don't take things personally. That's one of the 4 agreements. Yeah. I don't remember them all.
Yeah.
But that's one of them, is not to take anything personally. And that's one thing that truly blessed me.
Yeah.
Was if no matter what somebody said about me, no matter what people thought about me, no matter how something happened, don't take it personally, because you really don't know what it's rooted in. Yeah. Especially if it came from the outside of you. If somebody says something about you, that could just be because how they feel about it themselves.
They're projecting.
Or if something happens and somebody doesn't like what you do, it doesn't even have to be, what you do could actually be really good. But maybe they're having a shitty day.
Yeah.
And so they, again, project, or they respond out of how they're feeling. So just don't take anything personally. If that's one of them, I would encourage anybody, please read The 4 Agreements. It's a great book. I always talk about that book. Some other ones too, but yeah.
And maybe that could be some of my self-care, because I used to be a bookworm. I used to read, like that was my thing.
At least just got back into like reading books.
And I've been saying that I wanted to, and it's just a matter of doing it. Like my mom gave me a book too. It was something about financial freedom or whatnot.
Yeah.
And she's been asking me like, did you start?
Because and that's the thing, because we're addicted to the phone.
Yeah.
If let's just call it what it is. Like we are addicted to the phone, and so in those free time, when people take a break on work, they go outside and smoke their cigarettes because they're addicted to it. Yeah. It's the same thing with us, with our phones. So if we took that time to read a chapter of the book, took that time to listen to it on Audible, whatever, it gets you in a better space and moving and progressing versus staying where we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Sense. I'm gonna give y'all an update next week. I don't know what the update's gonna be, but it's gonna be an update.
Expect the update.
Something.
Expect the update. Expect Kev to be back. Hopefully Kev is back next week. Next week is our last episode of the season.
Wow.
It's been a great season. It's been fun.
Yeah.
But the year's coming to a close. We're literally, today is the end of, it's the 29th, so we're at the end of October.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a pop-up episode for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Booyah.
So you don't have to wait too long before you see us again. But we are going to wait until January for season 7. Yikes!
Wow.
That's crazy to say.
Season 7.
Season 7. But yeah, again, don't forget to check out Our Opinion. We did a collab episode with them. I think it's dropping on.
Did they say today?
I think it was on Halloween, but by the time you see this, it already been dropped. Yeah. So make sure you check that out. No, watch it. Make sure you keep Kev and his family in your prayers. Keep us all in your prayers.
Yeah.
Let's all pray for one another. Let's all love one another. And thank y'all for watching again. It's been a great episode. Did you have anything else you want to say?
Any last words?
Any last words?
Bye.
All right, bye. See y'all.
Overstimulated. Bye.